following is a presentation of the National Sim Racing League of America. Enjoy the race.
Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is qualifying for race number 27 in season number 7 of the NRLOA Chick-fil-A Cup Series. We are here at the Kansas Speedway, ready for uncharted qualifying to start us off here today. And we're going to have ourselves these 8 drivers battle it out once again. Tap to advance on to the Code 3 Associates 400 tomorrow morning over on Napa Fan. And of course they will qualify along with the other 40 full-time drivers later on after this session is complete. Here is the number 98 of Jordan Lopes. He had a good run in the last Turkey Hill Series race at Boston. And here he is in the number 98, looking to advance on to the 27th race of the season. We have not had a 27th race in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series since Season 3 when we had 40 races in the season. I really don't want to consider that season to be canon, but it is. And, yeah, first race 27 in quite a while here for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. A longer season here for these guys. But this is definitely going to be a good race here at the Kansas Speedway. I think it's going to be better than the Chicagoland, I can guarantee you that. We recorded the Turkey Hill Series race. It turned out pretty well, and these Cup guys race very similarly to the Turkey Hill Series drivers, so we should expect more of the same. Casey Hoffman in the 97. He's been doing pretty good in the Turkey Hill Series as of late. And so has Adam Lewis, who's 4th in the points. He's going to be attempting the 74 again. Adam Lewis has clawed his way from the back to the front in that points battle over in the Turkey Hill Series. We'll have to see what he can do later on today when we race the Kansas Heartland 300 here from the Kansas Speedway. Ying Canario is in the 71. The 36 is Colton Yohe. He's been in this 36 quite a bit this season. The 18 is Isaac Redmond. And the 67 is now back to Mark Davidson. It was Cameron Gaji for the longest time. Mark Davidson, I believe, was in this car for 4 straight qualifying sessions, and now he's back in the 67. So, we'll have to see who gets it done here. I don't really see anybody drafting on anybody right now, so it might just be down the pure speed, like it was at Talladega. Everyone was spread out, and nobody drafted with each other, so it's based on pure speed, and we might get that here at Kansas, because they do seem to be rather far apart from each other here. Only 2 drivers have completed a full lap under speed at this point. Here's Adam Lewis. I believe he's going to be beginning his first lap under speed. Colton Yohe in the 36 as well. And we have the 71 of Ying Canario going to 3rd. 2 fastest are the 2 first guys out there, Jordan Lopes. And now it is Colton Yohe because he has officially completed a lap right there. He goes to 2nd, so it's Jordan Lopes and Colton Yohe right now in the position to advance on and race in tomorrow morning's event here at the Kansas Speedway. 85, last guy, Nick Smith. We didn't get to mention him, but he is driving for Friesen Motorsports this weekend, or at least attempting to get into the show for that Amazon Toyota. Of course, the big story here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series right now is the points battle. And we got a lot of interesting stories going on outside of just the points battle that we will discuss when we get to the regular qualifying session, the pole qualifying session here from Kansas. Ying Canario to the top of the board in the number 71, and there he goes with the draft on the 18 of Isaac Redmond. That's all you need at a place like this is a draft, and I think Adam Lewis got a pretty good lap without a draft, so that 74 is very fast, and Adam Lewis has been really fast over in the Turkey Hill Series, like I said. I believe he comes into this race here at Kansas 4th in the point standings, so we'll have to see what he does later on today. He's right now the fastest guy here in uncharted qualifying, looking to advance on to the Code 3 Associates 400, along with the 71 machine of Ying Canario. And time about to run out here from the Kansas Speedway. And with that, this might be the 74 and the 71. I don't think Emmett Juckham's going to make it on. He's not going to have enough time to get back out there and get another lap in. With those guys going side by side, they're not going to get a fast lap, and nobody else has a draft. Now, I will say, Adam Lewis did get his lap without a draft, so anything's possible here. Colton Yohe, the American Motorsports 36 has been really fast. The 85 Nick Smith right here. You never know when one of these guys can clock in a fast lap. Casey Hoffman right now slowest on the racetrack, but he might be able to get a good run here in this session before it's over. I believe once these 24 seconds are up, it's going to be done. There's Casey Hoffman crossing the line. Of course, the tire wear is definitely a significant thing here as well because it is a worn-out racetrack. As you can see, the lines on the racetrack, this is before the repave occurred, so this is, I believe, the 2009 version of the racetrack. And no change there, so I think it's going to be Adam Lewis and Ying Canario advancing on to the Code 3 Associates 400 from the Kansas Speedway. And they will join the other 40 full-time drivers in pole qualifying right after we're done here with 15 seconds left. The next guy, and the only guy who's going to complete a lap here, is going to be Mark Davidson, who does not advance his time, and then Adam Lewis is already the fastest. So that's it. It's Lewis and Canario who will be racing tomorrow morning and going for the pole in just a few seconds. So let's get to the pole qualifying session for race 27 of the season in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. And here we go to qualify. The clouds have come out here at the Kansas Speedway, and we're going to set the starting lineup for the 27th race of the season, the 7th race of the chase. And if you saw last week, you know that this championship battle is starting to spread out quite a bit, but it is far from over. This place, the Kansas Speedway, can break hearts just like that. And Elijah Gordon, a 43-point lead over Stuart Gratton coming into this thing. And the really big story, I think, coming out of this past week was the announcement that Stuart Gratton as well will be retiring at the end of the season. So that makes the top two in points, both in their last Chick-fil-A Cup Series seasons right now. And it's going to be very interesting to see if one of those guys gets the championship. Y'all remember Tyler Selzman in season number 5. That was a memorable moment there. We'll have to see if either Gordon or Gratton can do it, or maybe somebody else. I mean, all it takes is for Elijah Gordon to finish last in one of these races, and it's game on for everybody else behind him. So Elijah Gordon's not in the clear quite yet. Here is the defending winner of this race, Zachary Fitzwater in the number 9, two-time winner at Kansas, Season 1 and Season 6. Knows his way around this place here at the Kansas Speedway. Actually, it might have been Season 2 where he won at Kansas. I can't quite remember. Jesse mentioned when we were recording the Turkey Hill Series race a little while ago, which you guys will see later on, that Zachary Fitzwater won here in Season 1, but I think it might have actually been Season 2 now that I remember. But we'll just have to go back and see. And there he is, Elijah Gordon, points leader, looking for his second straight Chick-fil-A Cup Series championship. And he's got Trey Barta right behind him here. Number 5, Elijah Gordon, 2,212 points for him after his win at Talladega. He is definitely the guy to beat at this point, and we're going to have to see what he does in tomorrow morning's event, because if he finishes last and Gratton wins, Stuart Gratton takes the points lead. He is not in the clear at all, far from it. 4 races left to go. A lot can happen between now and then. We got to remember, the ratings are completely equal for everyone. So just because Elijah Gordon won last week doesn't mean he's going to win this week either. How about these 4 guys? Elijah Gordon, Garrett Zenor, Trey Barta all on the line, and I'd expect some fast times out of these guys, them racing in a line like that. There's Jesse Turner in the 77. We're going to have him in the booth for the Turkey Hill Series race, like I said. But no surprise at all that Brad Stover is the fastest in qualifying. He has been absolutely lights out in qualifying this season in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. But speaking of lights out, there he is, the points leader going to the top of the board. He had a bit of a pickup from Andrew Miller and some help from Garrett Zenor behind him. It's now Elijah Gordon and Garrett Zenor 1-2 here in qualifying, followed by Diego Yepez. Look at American Motorsports right now, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, with Zenor, Yepez, and Walpole all there in a line. How about those guys? Those fast Fords right there. Christian Vargas, Andrew Miller, Brad Stover, William Brock, the 54 of Nathan Stapleton, and Trey Barta round out the top 10. But Elijah Gordon looking to win the pole at Kansas right after he won at Talladega and holds a 43-point lead with 4 races left. You just can't stop this guy. Or can you? We're just going to have to see. Like I said, this place can eat you up alive, and you don't want to make a mistake here at Kansas. But with where Elijah Gordon is going to be starting, and it's not going to be the pole right now because Nathan Stapleton is clocked in the fastest time in the 54. Trying to locate him on the racetrack, and there he is. Got a push there from Tristan Allen. We'll focus in on Stuart Gratton, the guy who's second in the points standings. Like I said, announces retirement at the end of the season. And he's currently 36th, but he does have a draft there on Michael Canto. So we'll have to see if he gets an advancement in his time. It's right now, it's looking not too good for Stuart Gratton and Michael Canto. They're both deep in the field. I mean, Canto's unfortunately pretty much out of the championship picture. 125 points behind Elijah Gordon. I don't even think Canto's crested over 100 points in the chase yet, so it's just been a tough season, tough chase for him, I should say. He has wrecked in, I believe, 5 of the 6 chase races we have had. It's just bad luck for that team. I think they'd be doing a lot better if they weren't wrecking all the time, but unfortunately, that's what's been going on. Elijah Gordon is still second. It's Nathan Stapleton, Gordon, Aaron Walpole, Garrett Senor, Justin Knight, Trey Bartow, Diego Yepez, Adam Lewis, Christian Vargas, and Andrew Miller, the top 10. Check in on the rest of the chase drivers. There's a 99 of Brad Stover. He's currently 11th. John Stewart is 14th. Look here and see the 48 of Roger Ray is 20th. Roger Ray 63 points behind Elijah Gordon. The other championship drivers. The Nicholas Amadeo is 30th. And Cody Sill in 35th. Justin Heath is 36th. Stuart Gratton is 40th. Michael Canto 41st. So that's where the chase drivers fall in place. And the highest chase driver in the field right now for Kansas qualifying is Elijah Gordon in the number 5. So it's looking really good for Elijah Gordon. But, you never know when a wreck might happen at a place like this that takes him out. You never know when you have a bad pit stop. We're going to see in the Turkey Hill Series race, already recorded it, some guys are going to get some bad pit stops and fall a lot deeper than where they were running at the start of the race. Be prepared for that when you watch it later today. And be prepared for that in this race, because this race definitely has a tendency to go green for quite a while. Get green flag pit stops, somebody has an issue, and who knows, that could be Elijah Gordon. But I mean, I gotta tell you, this team has been lights out as of late. They have really just stepped up their game. They were kind of quiet during the regular season. All of a sudden during the chase, there they are. Had a great run at Watkins Glen. They were the highest chase driver there. They finished 3rd. And at Talladega, they won. And honestly, that was just kind of luck of the draw for them at Talladega. Happened to avoid all the accidents, and they were right there in the lead pack to get the win. But either way, Elijah Gordon, when we get the Hall of Fame run, in which we will, with how many retirements we're getting right now, we're going to have that Hall of Fame probably by the end of the year. This guy's going to be part of that Hall of Fame, no question about it. Even if he does not win this championship, of course, he is a Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion, and he has definitely impressed us during this chase. And Brad Stover, Brad Stover's the guy we really haven't talked about too much during the chase, but he's still part of this. 53 behind. He's right now the fastest guy here at Kansas. And like I said, he has been lights out in qualifying this season. The regular season champion hasn't had the best of chases so far, but he's still in contention. He's only 3rd in the points. I mean, if he gets some points on Elijah Gordon after this one, that's definitely going to be a win for that 99 team. I mean, Brad Stover's definitely capable of becoming the first ever rookie champion here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. But you got 2 veterans, 1-2 in the points right now. They have definitely risen to the top, especially Elijah Gordon. There's Stuart Gratton. We'll have to see where he has slipped in as of now, and he has not advanced. 41st for Stuart Gratton, and Michael Canto is 42nd, right with him. They have not figured it out here. That is a tough break for Stuart Gratton. I mean, Gratton has really been quiet, and if somehow finds himself 2nd in the points coming into this race, I mean, this is his best shot at winning a Chick-fil-A Cup Series championship, and he's retiring just like his Aussie mate Tyler Selzman. He won the championship in his retirement season back in Season 5. So, Stuart Gratton, great friends with Tyler Selzman back in the day, and we'll have to see if it happens for Stuart Gratton as well. Grattan, if he were to win the championship, would become the 3rd international champion of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Matt Dalio, Canadian driver, won it in Season 4. Tyler Selzman from Australia won it in Season number 5. Then we had Roger Carruth, Jesse Turner, Cameron Garlington before that, and last season Elijah Gordon. They all call their home the US of A. 99 of Brad Stover, fastest here at Kansas, looking to get the pole for tomorrow's Code 3 Associates 400. Nathan Stapleton second, Elijah Gordon, Aaron Walpole, Garrett Sonor in a good position, and I keep on mentioning how long it's been for Garrett Sonor. This might be the chance for Sonor to finally break that losing streak. I'd love to see that guy get a victory. There's Justin Knight, Trey Bartow as well for a long losing streak. Not as long as Garrett Sonor, but he'd love to get a victory, no question about it. And you got Yepez there, Adam Lewis, and Christian Vargas, the top 10. Great run for Diego Yepez. We're kind of undermining him right now, but he's only 65 behind, and while that seems like a lot, it's still, plenty of time for him to close back in. I do honestly think everyone from John Stewart on up has a shot. I think Cody Sill, 83 behind at this point, is just going to be too far behind to have a shot. But, John Stewart still has a chance in the 04, and he's currently 14th. He did not get a bad run here at all, so we'll have to see what he could do in the race tomorrow. But either way, it's going to be a Brad Stover, Elijah Gordon kind of day tomorrow, I think. We're going to be focusing on those two guys, and Stover's the kind of guy that can beat Elijah Gordon. The way he's been racing this season, I can definitely see it out of this 99 team. Titan Fury Motorsports possibly finding an edge over Elijah Gordon in this championship. We're just going to have to see as this season winds down. Only 4 races left, including this one. A little bit of contact there as they try to come down the pit lane. Aaron Walpole's done, and he got into Daniel McMillan right there. They do come down the pit lane rather well here. Unlike Kentucky, we do apologize for that one. That should never have happened. But we are, like I think I mentioned this in the Turkey Hill Series race that you guys are going to see later on, but we are looking into possibly abolishing pit stops at certain racetracks next season, so we'll have to look into that. This would probably be one where we don't abolish it, though, so we'll just have to see how that all goes down. But either way, that is how they will line up for tomorrow morning's Code 3 Associates 400, and Brad Stover, you can't stop him in qualifying. That's at least his 2nd pole of the season, maybe his 3rd. And he's looking to find an advantage on Elijah Gordon. And Elijah Gordon's 3rd right there in the running order for the starting lineup. And he's going to be a threat to win this race, winning back-to-back races possibly. That could very well happen. You got to watch out for Garrett Sonor, Aaron Walpole right there. Both of those guys, especially Walpole, a great shot at winning. And even Trey Bartow. I think those veteran drivers starting up front on that inside are going to have a big advantage tomorrow. So just watch out for them. But you never know what's going to happen when you come to a place like this where passing, it doesn't happen too often, but you can work your way from the back to the front. It's 54 laps. It's difficult, but it can still happen. And one mistake at a place like this can really mess you up too. So we're just going to have to see how that all plays out. Now, the big story there, Grattan and Canto. The last 2 guys in the starting lineup they're going to take a lot to surpass Elijah Gordon if they're going to have a shot, especially Stuart Grattan. Canto's pretty much out of it, but Grattan, 2nd in the points coming into this race, you definitely got to focus on him, and we'll have to see if he can find a way around that 5, but he's going to have to gain 38 positions if he's going to do that. I don't know if that's going to happen, but Brad Stover, pole, Elijah Gordon 3rd, Diego Yepez is 8th. Watch out for him as well. John Stewart is 14th. Roger Ray is 20th. Next chase driver in line there. A lot of them starting kind of deep in the field right here. Yeah, Cody Sill, 36th. Justin Heath, 37th. Grattan, 41st. Canto, 42nd. And one other guy, Nicholas Amadio, is in 30th. So we'll have to see how they all shake out at the end of the day tomorrow from the Kansas Speedway. Congratulations to Brad Stover on the pole in the Code 3 Associates 400, and tomorrow morning we'll be seeing this race live on NAPFan. Well, not live. We're not doing that anymore. But you will see it at 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning on NAPFan. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.